I would now like to call upon Professor Shing Chairman of the 2012 HLMA Mathematics Awards Scientific Committee, William Casper Grosstein, Professor of Mathematics at Harvard University and Director of the Institute of Mathematical Sciences at the Chinese University of Hong Kong, to come up to the stage and say a few words. Please welcome Professor Yao.
Well, thank you, Ronnie. I'm really excited and proud to be giving some speech here today. First of all, I should thank all the leaders of Hong Kong who are interested in education come to this lunch. Especially, I thank the Secretary of Education, Eddie Wu. It shows that they care, and I think that's very important. Since about 15 years ago, Ronnie and I started this program. I was confident that it would be successful, but it turns out to be more successful than what I imagined at the beginning. Because this was a reasonable new concept, even in America, although we did pattern after the Intel Westinghouse competition somewhat. But most of the competition subjects in Intel Westinghouse are in biology, in chemistry, in other subjects. Occasionally, there are a few mathematics projects, but not as intensive as our project here. And at the beginning, I was somewhat worrying that there are enough projects that will appear that are worthwhile, especially Hong Kong is not such a huge place compared with whole America or mainland China. But turns out, every time in the last 5 times that we had a competition, we see substantial contribution from our students. And I'm really proud of them from the first time all the way to yesterday. Especially yesterday, I saw our students are getting much more mature. They understand what the competition means. It's not examinations, like a written examination, like the Math Olympics. We encourage our students to think more originally, in depth, and I think they have performed such a task. Many of the teams are writing essays with deep thinking, and they work together with their teammates, and they get help from their teachers, which we encourage. And this whole activities really uplift the high school level education in mathematics. And all these winners, or people who come, who may not win, all of them are really very good. And I would say they will be the leaders either in mathematics or in other disciplines in the society. I have seen many grim and not really so encouraging comments in the newspaper in the last year or so against the government. And yet, when I see all these young students, I'm really truly encouraged that Hong Kong is still one of the most lively cities in the whole world, and our students will lead the world, not just in Hong Kong. And I would hope that our government will encourage the education from the ground stage, namely from high school, to college, to research level, graduate school. And I should say that all the university, faculties, high school, teachers has been working very hard, especially for this competition. As Ronnie mentioned, there are faculty from Chinese University in Hong Kong has been working very hard in order to make sure the high school students and high school teachers understand what is going on in this competition. And this is a really non-trivial work. especially Thomas Ao, has been really able to connect with the high school all over Hong Kong to come to study with us. So not just there's an exam or, competition. Actually, Chinese University in Hong Kong has been arranging a program which teaches the students constantly, each month for a couple of times, I think each week, helping them to understand what modern mathematics are. And I think this is a very important thing. And not only Chinese University in Hong Kong, but also Hong Kong Science and Technology and Hong Kong University, all of them has their faculty participate in this competition. And we all work together. We all work for Hong Kong, for the future of Hong Kong. And many of these students get their advice from their teacher, which I'm really very pleased. For example, a teacher from the from Sha Tin Government School has been able to help the students so well that he was able to bring one team in the last 5 years, each time, to participate in the competition. That is really very unusual, that one school is able to participate in this competition consecutively 5 times. And I'm really proud of them. They are not necessarily those high schools that was very famous, at least when I was in Hong Kong myself, like many famous high schools, which I probably prefer not to mention. But they perform better, and I am very proud of them. And, well, I graduated, and I'm proud of Hong Kong. And with my friends in Puijing Middle School, are pretty well known in the mathematics community. We are proud of our education in Puijing, but not only in Puijing, there are many other high schools has produced first-class scholars, which has been prominent in the field of mathematics, but also in other science and technology. Just mention Puijing Middle School. I think we have 6 members of the American National Academy of Science. And this is rather unusual. It's very difficult to find a university or a high school who has so many outstanding scientists produced in the same place. And this was all produced in the 60s and 50s. And this shows the capability of Hong Kong. Even one high school were able to produce such prominent group of scientists. So I hope we continue, and we should be proud of Hong Kong and Hong Kong's future. From the performance of yesterday, I'm sure that we could do that. And we have leaders of education here, not only Mr. Ng, who is the Secretary of Education, but we also have our presidents, the Vice Chancellor of HKSTU, and the Pro-Vice Chancellor of CUHK, and all of them are here. I'm sure they will be proud to see their students to be the leaders in the academic world or also in the society. With such an exciting performance that our students have done, I'm sure the cooperation by our government, by our leaders in the universities, by our leaders in high school, we shall overcome any difficulty, despite their biased attack on them, I think. And I'm proud that we can work together. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Yao.